welcome back. After assuming the legislative power of the country under the new constitution and until a new parliament is elected, the Shoura Council is now playing the key role in shaping the country's future, and it is also to issue a number of important laws, and some of them are very controversial. And joining us this morning to talk more about the role of the Shoura Council at this very critical stage is Dr. Freddy Elbaiady, Shoura Council member. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Doctor, first of all, tell us more about the responsibilities that the Shoura Council is, let's say, bordered with, especially under the new constitution, because we did not used to have something like this before. The Shoura Council did not used to play any role in the past. So nowadays it is one of the most important institutions in Egypt.
Yeah, of course, now having now the only parliamentary cabinet is the Shoura Council. So they have now the president delegated the legislation power to the Shoura Council. Of course, the past time they were concerned much more with the new elections law. This will control the coming elections for the parliamentary, for the People's Assembly. Now they are concerned with other laws that are being discussed, like the corruption fighting law and some other laws that might be concerning the people in the coming time. It's a temporary authority given to the Shoura Council, and this will be only for the coming months till the coming elections for the People's Assembly.
Okay. Sir, the turnout for the parliamentary elections was much higher than the turnout for the elections for the Shoura Council. Do you think that people made a mistake by not realizing the importance of the Shoura Council, or was this because due to the fact that during the previous era we have never given this importance or this kind of importance to the Shoura Council and its role in the political life?
Well, it has several factors. Some people thought it's not important, and nobody maybe expected that this authority will be given to the Shoura Council at this time. Previously, the Shoura Council didn't have a significant role. Also, it was after the previous parliamentary elections. Some people were disappointed with the results of the previous parliamentary election. They didn't go for different factors that
they underestimated the situation.
They underestimated the situation, and all these factors maybe contributed in having this low percentage going and voting for the previous Shoura Council's election.
What are the main laws now discussed by the Shoura Council?
The main laws now are the corruption law, the law for determining the maximum and the minimum wages. This is important, and this is, I think, many people are concerned about. And I believe it's time for the Shoura Council to start to tackle laws that concern people's daily life. The past time they were much concerned with the elections law. It was very important, and they had time frame to act through. So
and they finished it, right?
It's finished, though there's still some
but some people
debate.
are not that happy with this, of course, and we all know this. What about the other laws? I mean, most of the things that were issued by the Shoura Council, a lot of people are not happy with, or some people are not happy
Actually, this is the only law that was officially finished by the Shoura Council.
But I mean the discussions in general. So what about the new issues?
I believe that some other issues are generally agreed about, like the minimum and maximum wages law that most of the people would agree about. And I spoke at the council, said it's time to put some laws that will really have some positive influence in the daily life. These are what the people are expecting from the Shoura Council. Many people are not concerned much about the elections law and any other laws. They're concerned with their daily life, with their how they earn their daily living and their income, their security. I think it's time this is more important for the Egyptian citizen to hear from the Shoura Council.
Okay. Sir, before going on air, you told me you presented a request, you along with 26 other members of the Shoura Council, you presented a request to question the Prime Minister and the Minister of Interior regarding the incidents in Al-Ittihadiyya and also the developments in the Suez Canal cities.
Yeah.
What are you planning to do with that?
Actually, it was an interrogation request. I wrote asking for interrogating the Prime Minister and the Minister of Interior regarding the latest events with many Egyptian citizens who were killed and much violence were in the streets. And I believe they have to be interrogated in front of the people's representatives, and everybody has to hear, because people are furious and angry about what happened in the latest time. Yeah.
Well, as long as you mentioned the parliamentary elections, let me ask you about the law that was issued that banned the monitoring of the elections. How do you see this, and do you think that this will satisfy people in general when it comes to the credibility of the elections in general, especially during this critical period of time? Because maybe if there was something like monitoring or something like this, people will be satisfied even if they did not agree or accept the results. I think nothing will happen because it has to do with the vote.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I think this is going to be one of the main issues to be discussed.
Yeah. I respect the democratic process of voting for any elections, and when the majority votes, they vote and they get what they want. But me personally, I was opposing many articles in the law, and primary, maybe I was the only person who opposed the law principally from the beginning, because I found many articles which I didn't feel it's what I'm looking for in the next parliamentary election. And now even the majority now, they started to propose that they might suggest other modifications, like the women positive discrimination, or what they call affirmative action in the law. They didn't agree at when they voted, but now they think that they can re-propose again an amendment for that. This is one of the things we were suggesting many modifications from the opposition parties, which were not accepted by the majorities, like international monitoring for the election process.
Why? Why this in particular?
Why what?
Talking about the monitoring of the election, as long as it is going to be a fair one, why don't we allow monitoring or something like this?
I was with that, but the majority didn't agree for that. And as you said, when you agree for international monitoring, it gives more credibility for the elections, especially when we are in a transitional zone, transitional time. When we do that, maybe at the beginning of the transitional time, we need to show the people that we have clear elections, we have credibility. Later on, maybe we don't need that. When it's proved that we have a clear process and we have good credibility in front of the world.
Sir, you just told us that the Shoura Council is planning to discuss a number of issues in the coming period, a number of laws in the coming period. Why don't you wait until after the parliamentary elections and give this duty back to the legislative authority, as the President has already announced that the parliamentary elections are to take place within 2 or 3 months? Why the hurry now?
Me personally, I believe it's not the main rule for the Shoura Council to discuss, to have the legislative power. It's not what it was designed for. I believe it should be only for the urgent laws that need to be done before the parliamentary elections, and maybe some other laws that really are important for the street, for the daily life, to improve the life of the people for the coming time, that have not much debate. But I myself tend to postpone all the laws that can be postponed till the coming elections for the other parliamentary cabinet.
Well, you mentioned that going back talking about democracy, yes, of course, the majority did not accept the monitoring of the elections because they say that we live in an atmosphere of democracy. So, do you see or do you believe that really now we live in a democratic country, or this atmosphere of democracy? Does it prevail now?
I believe we are in a transitional time. We didn't reach the state of democracy we are looking for. We hope we grow to this process, but we cannot say that we reach a democratic state. Or
if I asked you about the percentage, for example, talking about democracy in Egypt.
It's not really, you cannot measure it accurately, the percentage of democracy. You don't have a democracy meter to see what much democracy.
No, but just how do you see it? To which extent? I don't know. I want you to tell me to which extent did you feel it? How far do you feel it? Is it true that we live in a democratic atmosphere from your own point of view?
I can tell a certain figure, a certain percentage, but I can say it's not really reached the democracy state. We are trying to, we are growing to, we're in a transitional time, and we need some transitional measures for that. So we cannot put all the democracy measures, and we see that the democratic countries do that, and so we try to apply it at the same. But we should confess that we are in a transitional time, and we need some transitional measures for this time, some temporary measures. And this is what we spoke about in the elections law when I proposed an amendment for positive discrimination for women, for youth, and for Christians in the elections. And I put it as a temporary time, maybe for 10 years, as a positive discrimination for the transitional time. This is one of the examples that we were proposing in the coming time. It's the same way we put negative discrimination against the people who corrupted the political life in the past regime, and we said that they cannot be allowed to join the political life in the coming 10 years. So as we put some negative political discrimination, we needed some positive political discrimination, but this was not passed by the votes in the Shoura Council.
Okay, sir, before the parliament, the elections for the Shoura Council, there have been calls to abolish the Shoura Council. Do you think now, after the election of the new parliament, do you think that such an issue should be brought on the table for discussion again?
Abolishing the Shoura Council?
Abolishing the Shoura Council.
If the court, the constitutional court, will say that it's not constitutional, it has to be dissolved, we should respect this decision of the court. If the court finds that.
Also, you are discussing a law in the Shoura Council regarding protests and dealing with them, organizations of the organization of demonstrations. Tell us more about this, because this is something very important if we're talking about democracy, and some people were against certain points in this law.
Yeah. Actually, this law is not yet officially. It's proposed by the government,
but
and
there are
it's spoken about in the media and discussions. It's not yet discussed officially in the session of the Shoura Council. I believe, again, the same measurement. We cannot apply some rules which are applied in well-established democratic countries. For example, people will say...
you mentioned now that, yes, we did not achieve that limit or that extent of democracy. Yet we want, whenever it comes to laws, we want to apply it as if we are living in a democratic, deeply rooted democratic country.
You got the point. This is the main thing I'm talking about. Because some people would say that the articles of the demonstration law, these articles are applied in France, for example. But do we have the same laws and democratic state we have that
because
in
the
France
basics
right
of democracy is listening to each other and accepting the different.
Sure.
So we don't have this, I believe.
Yeah, again, when France applies this now, did France apply the same rules when after the revolution, the French Revolution? I don't think so. They didn't apply the same rules. They have different rules for demonstration after the revolution because they were in a transitional time. So we should deal with the laws that we are in a transitional time, and after the revolution, we cannot limit the freedom of the people for demonstration. We should give a rule that facilitates demonstration, not controls or limits demonstration.
Okay. Dr. Freddy Elbaiady, Shoura Council member, thank you so much for being with us this morning on Breakfast Show.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Muhammad Ali Clay is an American former professional boxer considered a cultural icon. Ali has both been idealized. Nicknamed the greatest, Muhammad Ali is the only